Wish everyone here a good evening and a welcome. And I want to thank Freedom House for their hosting this event along with us and for all the incredible work that they do to assist human rights defenders around the world. And as Lisa said, I co-chair the Town Planters Human Rights Commission. We rely a lot on Freedom House, not only for information and advice and counsel, but also for their testimony when we do our hearings. And so I'm a big fan. But most of all, I want to thank all the human rights defenders who are here in this room. You are the unsung heroes. I deeply appreciate everything that you do to promote and protect human rights, to document and expose human rights violations, and to hold governments accountable. I greatly admire your courage and your leadership. As everyone here knows so well, being a human rights defender is not without dangers and risks, because they are on the front lines challenging government and other abusers. Human rights defenders, their colleagues and their families are often harassed, detained, interrogated, imprisoned, tortured, and even killed for the work that they do. I am very concerned that a growing number of governments are passing laws that severely restrict the ability of NGOs and human rights defenders to carry out their work. It is very, very important, and in so many places around the world, it is critical that people have the right to meet and assemble peacefully, to form, join, and participate in NGOs and other associations, like unions and guilds, to hold and publish information about human rights, to complain about the policies and actions of officials and government bodies, and to enjoy unhindered access to international bodies. Anyone who exercises his or her rights must not face any violence or retaliation. And let me just finally say, as a United States Congressman and as a citizen of the United States, I believe that if the United States stands for anything, it ought to stand out loud and foursquare for human rights. We're not perfect, but all of us in this room, my friends from Freedom House in particular, we all try to make our government more perfect. And we all try to push the issue of human rights in the forefront, where it should be. And sometimes it gets difficult because there are alliances and strategic relationships and economic relationships and military relationships. But at the end of the day, those should come second. Human rights should come first. I got a nice introduction here, but as I look around this room, and I know there are a lot of human rights defenders from a lot of countries that are experiencing a great deal of difficulty. But I get this nice introduction, and really I can say whatever I want to say, and nothing's going to ever happen to me here. At least so far, anyway. But that's not the case for everybody in this room. And you need to know how much those of us in Congress, especially working on human rights, admire your commitment and how we're in awe of your courage. It's because of you and your example that we have a Human Rights Commission in the United States Congress. And I want you to know how important the work you do is and how important it is for us to hear from you very directly on some of the concerns that you take on. So I don't want to speak very long because I know we have a little break, and then you're going to hear some speeches later. But I wanted to be here today. I'm really proud to be here today with Freedom House and with all my friends and colleagues, and there are a lot of staff here who work on human rights. But to be with you, the human rights defenders, what you do is incredibly important, and we're here for you. Please know that we have your back, and I mean that very sincerely. So thank you for everything you do to highlight human rights abuses and to assist others in fighting for their basic freedoms. And I welcome you to the nation's capital. Thank you very much.